Hey Mehrnaz, it's Bobby, Jennifer's husband. I'm going to show you how Jennifer and I prepare tofu. This is just a package of tofu, the extra firm. I've cut it, I've taken it out, and I've drained all the water. This is a brick that I have wrapped in just aluminum foil. And then I take the tofu and I put the tofu in the sink on a couple of paper towels. I then take another paper towel, place it on top, and I place the brick on top. And what this does is this presses all the liquid out of the tofu, and we'll come back and re-examine that shortly when it's ready for preparation. All right, the second process in getting your tofu just right is creating a marinade. So while your tofu is being pressed with the brick in the sink to drain all the water, go ahead and mix up a little marinade. Jennifer and I like to use the Makoto ginger dressing mixed with some hoisin sauce, just cheap that we buy at Public. I'll get it nice and mixed up and stirred up really good here in a few minutes. And the next step will be cutting up the tofu and getting it marinated. All right, let's check our tofu. So with the brick coming off, you'll see that the paper towel that was on the top is completely saturated. The paper towel underneath is completely saturated, and what you should have is a pretty firm block of tofu that's ready for cutting. All right, we got our block of tofu here ready to be cut. I'm going to try to cut it so that it is even on both sides in width and in length. So just very gently I'm cutting through the tofu. And I want the width, the sides, and the depth of it to all be the same. So I'm going to cut approximately right there. And so now we got our bricks. You should have 6 of them. Should all be about relatively the same size. And we're just going to put them in our marinade. And then I'll place the lid on top and just kind of turn them upside down gently. Make sure that all sides are sealed well. And we're just going to slowly turn it. Get all the hoisin. You could mix the sauces if you want, or let the turning mix them on their own. And while those are marinating, I'm going to put them in the fridge and continue to prep our yummy vegetables. All right, Mehrnaz, we've got everything ready. We've got our julienne carrots, julienne cucumbers, some lettuce, some nice green onions. We got our cilantro and some avocado, and we have our JQ. And this is our marinated tofu. It's now been sitting for about 20 minutes, nice and marinated, just long enough for our little George Foreman grill to get nice and hot. So I'm going to throw these on there, show you what it looks like, and then we'll start grilling. All right, Mehrnaz, this is the George loaded up with our tofu. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to shut the lid on them and we're going to let them grill. Now I know what you're saying. I don't have a George, but that's okay. You are able to use a skillet top if you would like. You can skillet top cook them on all sides. All right, we're back to check our George Foreman for our first set of grill marks. Oh, they look amazing. So that's what our little tofu looks like, grilled so far. So we're going to turn them and burn them. All right, so Mehrnaz, I used a term earlier. I said turn and burn, and that's just my silliness, meaning I'm just going to turn the tofu. So as you can see, I had cut the tofu evenly, and there's a purpose behind it. I want all the grill marks to be completely even on the tofu. So I'm going to lower the lid. The tofu is on its side. I'm going to place my little brick on top, and that's going to help ensure some good grill marks. Okay. All right, Mehrnaz, we're going to make our third and final turn here. Let me grab our little tongs, and we're just gonna kind of, these are all looking really, really, really good right now. George Foreman doesn't always grill evenly, but for the most part it does.
A little more sauce on top.
Yeah, sauce, we like sauce. So JQ is going to add a little sauce to things here. And we're just going to do a last little grill on all these, just to add a few more brown grill marks to give it that nice grill flavor. All right. All right, Mehrnaz. Mehrnaz, this is our little additional sauce that we use to just drizzle over the top. I use the same hoisin and Makoto ginger dressing. Just put them together, and I just kind of whisk them for a little bit to get a good mix and blend, so they're mixed up and we get a nice little color, and it's kind of a sweet Asian ginger dressing that we just pour over the top of our tofu and our prepared vegetables. All right, we're at the point to take the one of the tofu fell back on the back side. We are at the point where we're ready to take the tofu off the grill. I'm going to hold the plate and let JQ put them on here. Little booger got away from us. Yeah, this tofu looks amazing. Totally excited. All right. Here is the grilled tofu that's going to be seasoned wonderfully. We have got our other vegetables ready. Again, we have our avocado, our carrots, our onions, our lettuce. We also have some sauteed mushrooms. So we'll make up a couple bowls and we'll show you what it looks like when we're done. I'll show you a really quick little difference. JQ is doing hers with lettuce only and making her little vegetable plate. I am putting mine on a bed of rice noodles. All right, this is the finished product. You can see Jennifer is saucy. She likes a little bit more sauce on hers, but here's the grilled tofu with some mushrooms and all the yummy fixins. Here is mine, not as much sauce, but you can see the nice grill marks, the good white clean tofu. It's going to be so amazing. We can't wait.